Imagine a moonless sea. In a heartbeat, a wall of water rises ahead. The ship shudders, then silence. Is this just a sailor's tale, or a rare truth the ocean writes in numbers? Today, you'll discover what a rogue wave really is, how it differs from a tsunami, the three ways these giants form, the evidence that nailed the myth, who's most at risk, and simple ways to reduce that risk. For centuries, mariners described a sudden towering wave that appeared from nowhere and vanished just as fast. Doubts persisted until New Year's Day 1995 at the Draupner platform in the North Sea. Instruments recorded a single crest rising to about 25 meters in a surrounding sea near 12. One wave more than twice its neighbors. That day, legend met the graph, and rogue wave stepped out of folklore and into physics. So, what is a rogue wave? In simple terms, it's a single, short-lived wave whose height from crest to trough is at least 2 times the significant wave height around it. It isn't a new swell, and it isn't a tsunami. It's an extreme born from the ocean's internal dynamics. Here's how to tell it from a tsunami. Tsunamis are triggered by earthquakes, landslides, or seafloor failures. Rogue waves arise from the way wind-driven waves and ocean currents interact. Tsunamis have enormous wavelengths and raise water levels across broad areas for minutes to hours. Rogue waves are brief, steep, and wall-like, one hit, then gone. How do they form? 3 processes can make a rogue wave, and sometimes they team up. First, constructive interference. Independent wave groups briefly line up. Crest meets crest, energy stacks into a single towering peak. Second, wave current interaction. A strong opposing current shortens wavelengths, steepens the surface, and concentrates energy into fewer, higher crests. Third, nonlinear focusing, also called modulational instability. One wave grows at the expense of its neighbors, pulling energy into itself until it stands far above the rest. Since Draupner, satellites and buoys have recorded more anomalies, rare at any single point, but not impossible across an ocean. In 2020, near Vancouver Island, a wave was measured at nearly 3 times the surrounding sea state, an extreme but very real reminder that these events do happen. Where is the risk higher? Along strong opposing currents, such as the Ucluelet current or the Gulf Stream, where storm tracks cross and create confused cross seas, and over shoals, bars, and complex seabeds that focus wave energy. Smart seamanship reduces risk. Watch marine forecasts for wave height, period, and steepness. Avoid crossing bars or inlets on an ebb when swell is running in. Secure the deck. Keep watertight doors closed. Maintain bridge visibility. In steep or crossing seas, adjust route and speed. And if you sight a sudden wall of water, put the bow toward it and keep steerage. Modern ship and offshore designs increasingly account for rogue wave loads. We still struggle to predict the exact time and place, so identifying higher risk conditions and operating defensively remains key. Quick recap. Rogue wave, a single wave at least 2 times the surrounding sea height. Not a tsunami, brief, steep, and dynamic. Formed by interference, opposing currents, and nonlinear focusing. Measured and real. Rare, but no myth. Act on conditions. Plan routes, prepare the ship, and respect steep seas. The ocean isn't a metronome. It's a vast orchestra. Once in a while, every note hits at once. That's a rogue wave. For more science stories with real-world takeaways, stay tuned and subscribe. The next wave is already on the way.